Now, Japan's inflation is gaining momentum, with January's consumer price index expected to rise to 4%, up from 3.6% in December. This positions Japan as the fastest inflating economy among G7 nations. A key driver of inflation is food prices, particularly fresh produce. Cabbage now costs 2.6 times its 5-year average, while rice prices have surged 90% year-on-year. According to the Agriculture Ministry, the impact is being felt across households and businesses. Restaurants are struggling to absorb costs, and many have no choice but to pass price increases on to consumers.
This country has experienced a shortage of rice over and over again, like the year 1993 when the cold weather damaged the rice production. But people easily forget how bad it was, and people blindly go for some low-priced rice at supermarket without thinking if farmers can really operate sustainably for such prices. If I put it in a harsh way, I have to say that people are experiencing a really severe tit-for-tat.
Now, Japan's inflation data presents a challenge for the Bank of Japan, which traditionally focuses on core inflation, a measure that excludes fresh food due to its volatility. While overall inflation is expected to hit 4%, core CPI is forecast at 3.1%, marking the widest gap between the two measures since 2016. However, fresh food inflation is proving less temporary than expected. Since 2010, fresh food prices have risen by 71.9%, nearly 5 times faster than core inflation. Recognizing this trend, BOJ Governor Kazuo Ueda has signaled increased attention to food prices in monetary policy decisions. The government also closely watching inflation, with Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba facing election pressure. His predecessor, Fumio Kishida, was partly ousted over rising living costs, making inflation a key political issue. Markets are reacting swiftly to Japan's inflation trend. On Thursday, bond yields surged to their highest level since 2009. This comes as traders bet that Bank of Japan's tightening cycle may be more aggressive than previously expected. Many analysts now expect a rate hike as soon as April. Meanwhile, Japan's economy is undergoing a broader shift. After decades of inflation, consumers are adjusting to persistent inflation, particularly in food. If these trends continue, Japan may be entering a new economic phase, one where inflation is no longer an exception but the norm. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.